Rundown of a new 2017 Honda CR-V EX. I'll start you over here so you can see some of these buttons right here. Right here, you're going to notice that this works along with your forward collision warning system and of course the collision mitigated braking system. Up here, you're going to see this is part of not only your lane keep assist but your road departure warning system. This works along with your traction control. So these are just different ways you can turn these items off. You can also turn them off from up here too and off the main. I can disengage and re-engage them where you'll see ACC and LKS light up. So just so you know what they are and where they're located also. Over here on the steering wheel, I'm going to talk you through a couple different things. So this way you can kind of see it. The first is the Bluetooth settings to answer a phone call, to hang up, voice command for call so-and-so, things like that, of that nature. So just so you know what's going on there. Now, when we move over to the eye, when I press this button, I'm gonna jump around here a little bit, it will toggle between different screens that I can go to my alertness monitor, my wrench, which is my oil life, and all I do is I toggle through hitting this button and then I select with the inner button, which will allow me to select one. So that's how that works when it comes to that business. Other things you can do. Your volume controls are right here, and you'll notice it's a tab, and I can drag up and down on it with my thumb, or I can tap on it too. So it's just kind of a nice touch that Honda added for that. If I want to jump to the next track, or if I have favorite stations set up, this will allow me to jump through. So over here you can see I'm jumping through to different stations while I'm doing it. Same thing if I was listening to an MP3 player, so I'm going to allow me to jump to the next track, that kind of deal. On this side, it's going to be my cruise control settings along with my Honda Sensing Suite. So the main button right here, when I hit that, it's going to light up ACC and LKS, that's Adaptive Cruise Control and Lane Keep Assist. To set my Lane Keep Assist, I will press this button. When you press it, you will see that light up. When those fill in solid, it means that it's set. Now on here, you'll see this, when I hit this, it will set my Adaptive Cruise Control. So depending on how fast I'm going and things like that, I can set it up. When I press this button right here, it will set the distance between me and the car in front of me. When it is detecting another car, you'll see that car appear there, a little logo. And right now you can see I'm setting the distance between me and that car. So you can do that. And the cool thing about this car is it's set up to where this will take you all the way to a stop. If you're following somebody, they slow down all the way to a stop and you come to a light, this has the low speed follow to allow you to do that. My gas is over here. I've got the button that'll, toggle through some different stuff down here. Over here on the touchscreen, I'll show you a couple things. Home button, and just kind of walk you through quickly. First thing I'll show you is settings. This is probably going to be the first place you'll go if you ever want to mess with anything. Vehicle settings. This is where you can get to things like your door locks, your lighting setup, a lot of different stuff. If you want the auto lock timer on, to where when you walk away from the car, you can set that on, which I've already done it for this customer. Different things like that. Relock timers. If you want the doors to open in a certain way. When I hit 9 miles an hour, it'll open right now. If I want them to unlock, currently it's set to where when I open the driver's door, it unlocks the remaining cars. You can set it to where when you shift out of park, oops, don't want to do that. I'll leave this set for how they prefer it. So just different things are here for you to get to, so just so you know they're there. The rest is going to be pretty self-explanatory on here. Audio, I'll show you your different options right here. I've got FM, AM, 90 days of satellite radio, USBs to plug into. This car is set up with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is super awesome. You just need to make sure you're using the right USB, which is that one with the phone right there on it. You do have the additionals to charge for you. So these are your options as far as audio goes. Quickly, I'll jump over to a phone. It's pretty simple. Once you set up your phone, it'll go from there. I don't have a phone connected to this car yet. As far as info, this is just tripometer information, things like that. As far as I'm taking a long trip, I want to know kind of what's going on, current, previous trip, range, which is information I can get over here too by toggling through on this eye to when I get to the right one, and I can select that, and then I can get that same info here too. So that's just what that is. The rest of the stuff, Honda Link will allow you to see maintenance reminders, things like that if you want to get tagged in with them. All you got to do is download the app, and then off your door, scan the VIN, and you're good to go. So it's kind of nice that they'll give you your VIN, they'll give you some different things for that. Smart Connection is where you'll use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that's just what that is. AC unit set up right here, pretty self-explanatory. Down here, parking brakes electronics, so I put my foot on the brake, pull it up to set it, press it down to release it, brake hold if I'm in traffic and I want to be able to, when I come to a complete stop, to take my foot off the brake and it'll hold for me while I'm in stop and go traffic. I can using this button. You do have to have your seatbelt on, so if I'm going through a drive-thru or something like that, make sure you remember that. Econ button, if I press this button, you will see that green leaf come on up there. It improves gas mileage of the car, affects the AC unit along with the accelerator, shuts down some electrical systems in the front of the car, so it's kind of a dimmer if you want. Other than that, my storage unit set up like this. This piece is slidable, and then I can remove it and flip it in there a little bit differently if I want the additional space. You can actually fit a tissue box in there if you keep tissues in your car, so just kind of nice to know. Other than that, a lot of normal new car stuff is what I call it. You know, as far as your lighting setups, your moonroof if you want to open it, things like that, and then the mirror that's been in the car for a couple years now, lit vanities, and then the rest of the car back here. So nothing new to that, but this will give you a quick rundown in about 5 minutes. Hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, comment on the video, or feel free to reach out to me. My email is J, the letter J, F-U-L-L-E-R, my last name Fuller, at Howdy Honda.